what is up? It is Monday Motivation, and I am super excited about this topic, procrastination, which is what we all tend to do. So come on in, say hello, let me know that you're here. As you come in, I would greatly appreciate it. My name is Pamela, aka Scooter Renee, for those of you that do not know who I am. I've been a reseller for 6 years now and absolutely love it. It is what I love to do. Cannot imagine doing anything else. But right now I do have to have a day-to-day job, which is just Tuesday through Thursday now. Yay! And work from home Mondays and Fridays. So I absolutely love that. I sell on Poshmark, Macari, YouTube, obviously. I think I'm going to have my first show on Whatnot coming next Friday. So I am going to try that out, see what I think. I've sold on Galaxy and I've sold on wholesale. You know, just own and own. I do have a flea market booth with a shelf and a case as well. So I really try to, what's the word I'm looking for? Expand my area of selling. That way I just have more opportunities and so forth. But again, like I said, I'm addicted. I love it. So let's see who we have in chat. We got Cool Rich. Welcome in. Thank you. I love this new setup. If you weren't here this morning for my jewelry auction, the TV here will eventually have slideshow playing of things I have in my inventory and stuff. So even though I'm not showing it that night, you can shop that way eventually. And then, of course, all of my sloths. So absolutely love it. And Shelby, my oldest daughter, when we were showing her Redbubble stuff, she did all 3 of these paintings that I ordered off of Redbubble. So anyways, that's Robert will sit over there. So I'm super excited. We both will have room. We won't have to fight as much, you know. Not really fighting, it's picking up. So again, if you are new to my channel, welcome in to all my OGs that are coming in. Thank you so much. And of course, my playback crew. Thank you for always supporting me, regardless if I'm live or not. Make sure you do all the YouTube things, such as thumbs up, subscribe, ring that bell to be notified every time I upload new content or go live like this. And you'll be notified of everything I do. So make sure you ring that bell. Don't procrastinate on these 3 things. You see what I did there? Mm-hmm. And don't forget to leave a comment after the show down below as well. I always am excited for input and so forth. So, guys, you know, if this sucks, let me know that it sucks. But if it's awesome, let me know that it's awesome. All right. So tonight's topic, if you haven't figured it out, is on procrastination. We have all found ourselves doing this one time or another, 100%. As I wrote this, I'm sorry, Cool Ranch, I still have you up here. Did I say hello to Chris? Did I get distracted? I think I got distracted. Hey, Chris, welcome in. So again, as you come in, say hello. But again, you know, we always find ourselves doing this. And as I was typing up my notes and researching and all that, there was just a lot of moments for myself. So I'm not just speaking to you. I'm also speaking to myself. So, but I needed to finish my research on this topic today. And so I got it written up and typed up. But no, it didn't work that way. I needed to have a show this morning on jewelry because I had already planned it. If I say I'm going to do something, I try my best to do what I say I'm going to do, unless I'm just sick and became sick all of a sudden or something else is going on. And then just when I was about to start, I had to talk to doing my notes and research. I had to talk to a few friends of mine. Did I really have to? No, but I love my friends. So, and then as I was letting Bella out or letting Bella in or something, I saw the yard and I'm like, you know, that yard really needs to be mowed. And it's so daggone hot outside, and I don't want my husband to have to do it because he just does not, him and heat do not mix. And And so at a little before 4:30 is when I finally started typing up my notes. I could have done this all day yesterday, but I had to get stuff put away and finish organizing my office and the warehouse. So I digress. But I'm here, and that's all that matters. I took the step and I did it. So that's what we'll be talking about tonight. Again, make sure you come in and say hello. Let me know that you're here. I know we got 6 people here so far. But we're going to go ahead and get started. I have lots and lots and lots to cover, probably more than what I should. But this subject is such a big subject to begin with. So if you are a procrastinator, more than sometimes, this show is for you. Please feel free to chat in the chat and ask questions and so forth, whatever you'd like. At the end, we will have a Q&A where I kind of open the floor where you can ask any questions then that has to do with anything at all. And just open the floor for discussion. So that will all be at the end, but don't hesitate if you have a question as we go along. Callie Reseller is here. Callie, look what I got on. My Aerosmith shirt. It arrived today, and I was like, woo, take a shower at the moment, put that shirt on. So, already wearing it, buddy. All right, guys. Awesome stuff. Okay, like I said, it's a ton of stuff, and we're going to get through it. But again, don't hesitate to chat or ask questions or anything. I thought these were real neat. I thought they were very fitting. Procrastination is the thief of time. And procrastination is the enemy of success. Who all agrees with that one? If you're not taking the steps forward that you need to be taking, it can be the enemy of your success. Y'all agree with that, or do you disagree with it? Because I'm here for whatever y'all have to say. Thank you, Callie. I love it. I love it. Fits perfect. So, amen, sister. There we go. All right. For a long time, since humans began roaming the earth and everything, we have all our ancestors and just human beings in general have all faced at one point or time or another in life. And that's, I have my notes here, so I always get distracted. We all struggled back then, and even now with the delaying, avoiding, me 100%, especially on the avoiding, especially on a conflicting situation, I will avoid it at all costs, and I don't want to talk about it, and procrastinating on things that matter to us and are very important to us. Procrastination, we all have knowingly or unknowingly, it can happen, that we have all faced at one point of time or another in life. That's where I was going with that a while ago. And that's why it's a challenge for everyone. Procrastination affects everybody at some point, whether you know it or don't know it. So, case in point from earlier, the study showed that 20% or more of adults put off or avoid doing certain tasks by letting distractions overtake us. So, how do we stop procrastinating? Anybody would like to learn how to stop it? Because I was shocked. We first need to look at the definition of procrastination before we go any further. In Google, it tells you that the action of delaying or postponing anything is what the definition is of procrastination. To have a more clear understanding of that sounds so easy, right? It sounds like it's nothing. But procrastination is a very serious thing. No matter in your day-to-day life, your work, your hobby, etc., it's a very serious thing. So it's the action of delaying or postponing anything. We're going to get into discuss why it's so why it sounds like it's nothing, though. Pierre Steele, he's a professor of psychology up in Canada, had actually wrote a book called The Procrastination Equation, How to Stop Putting Things Off and Start Getting Stuff Done. defines it as procrastination is to voluntarily delay an intended course of action despite expecting to be worse off for the delay. That is exactly what procrastination is. You are voluntarily delaying what's in front of you, whatever course that you're on of action, and despite what is going to come if you don't do it, is worse off for the delay. So, or even what rewards you could have gained if you would just got it done. So it's simple, guys. Procrastination is simply doing the things you do enjoy and are more comfortable and pleasurable in place of less comfortable ones. Procrastination is an avoidance strategy. Me, I am all about avoidance. Callie, I'm sorry I still have your name up there. See? We as procrastinators choose to do the things we enjoy instead of doing the things we were supposed to do. Because being in the comfort zone is always easier and because we like our comfort zones, it makes the procrastination too difficult to stop. So we all like our comfort zones, and it's so hard to step outside of that comfort zone. And when you don't do it, that's your procrastination. All right, got a few more people in here. Baby girl, Harley's here. Hi, my sweetheart. B lady, I just came across something for you. Welcome into your first Monday motivation. Welcome in. And hey, Robin, I've not forgotten you. I've just been procrastinating it. So I'll get that to you before the night's out. All right, guys. So what are the reasons we procrastinate? I think I will go back and watch your previous Monday motivations. Awesome, B lady. So the reasons that we do, now that you know what it really means, here are the top 8 reasons why we do procrastinate. Number 1, we diminish our self-control. Some people say that self-control is a matter of willpower, but in a study, it showed that we as humans are limited in the area of self-control. Dr. Roy Baumeister, a psychologist from the University of Queensland, probably butchered that name, but oh well, states that it was found that just like any muscles, our self-control is a limited resource that can quickly become exhausted. When this is close to being diminished or exhausted, that's when we choose what's more pleasurable. When we're, getting pushed to our limit, that's when we'll shift and we'll go into what's comfortable, what's pleasurable, so forth. The task that provides us immediate gratification instead of actual work. Robin's the queen of procrastination. There are more than one of you on that one. So again, the task that provides us immediate gratification instead of actual works will win every time. Right, B lady? All right, guys. Number 2, time inconsistency. I'm not calling you out, Harley. Don't say anything. I won't call you out. For those of you that are new to my channel, new to Monday Motivation, Harley is my baby girl. She's my youngest daughter, and so I will tend to pick on her at times. So number 2 is time inconsistency. Behavioral psychology research reveals that the wildest thing about time inconsistency, right? They revealed the wildest things about time inconsistency. This explains why procrastination pulls us back to start any work despite our good intentions. Exactly. The consistency will always get you. So it is the inclination of the human brain to value your present or immediate rewards more highly than the future rewards you would receive. Again, we all want that immediate gratification. So let's take a moment, if you will, to imagine that there are two of you within you. One you is present, while the other you is your future you. Got it? We got present you, future you. Thanks, Bee Lady. You're so sweet. But Bee Lady, remind me later. I got something for you to see if you're interested in it. All right. So, if you got that in your mind, when we set goals for ourselves or to use, for example, losing weight, etc., getting your college degree, getting a promotion, whatever it might be, we are actually making plans for our future you. So, I want to lose weight today. I'm already planning what I will look like in the future, what I will be able to do, so forth and so on. We all like to look at how we are actually making plans. Whoa, nope, wrong. We all like to look at how we want our lives to look in the future, right? We have that 5-year goal, that 10-year goal, 1-year goal, 1-month goal, whatever it may be. But behavioral science research show that when we think with our future you, when we think with the future you, it is quite easy for your brain to see the value in taking actions with long-term benefits and rewards, right? That's awesome, Bee Lady. Got it done. I finally got my bachelor's when I was 46, I think, 45, something like that. Anyways, 2020 is when I graduated. So it might have taken me a while, but I got it done. But behavioral science research shows that we think with our future you. I think I've already said that, but it is quite easy for your brain to see that the value in taking action with long-term benefits and rewards. So that's when our future you comes into action and values the long-term benefit and rewards. Lady, you're so funny. I'm so glad you found me, I found you, whatever that is. But here's where the brain can get tripped up. While our future you can set goals, only our present you can take the initiative for action. So when you get to where you need to make a decision for taking action, you are no longer dealing with the future you. Future you goes bye-bye. You're in the present moment and you're thinking with your present you. Researchers have found that our present you, I'll get it right here in a minute, really likes instant gratifications. To heck with the future long-term rewards. Oh, guys, y'all know me. I've gotten to where I plan a month out for all of YouTube stuff. Can I do that in anything else? I don't know, because I'm passionate about reselling. So passionate about my friends on YouTube and everything. So our present you wants that instant gratification. We don't want to have to do all the hard work and the long workouts and the long studying and all that kind of stuff to get to where we're going. We just want it instantly. So again, the present you and the future you are at odds. They are fighting with each other. For example, as I said earlier, you want to lose weight. You want to be slim and healthy, but your present you wants you to have pizza and candy and donuts. Love me some donuts, especially Krispy Kreme donuts. So while you want to be healthy and avoid all the health issues that comes with being overweight, our present you dominates, and the values in your brain wants immediate pleasure in eating that pizza or candy or donuts. Exactly. I want it now. All right, I'm just reading chat. Harley, right? But yes, Harley is my daughter. I'm her mom. All right, this is why we might go to bed feeling motivated. Like, come Monday, I'm going to get up out of bed. I'm going to go run 2 miles. I'm going to come back. I'm going to have me some egg whites and wheat toast and a glass of water and whatever. You're going to start on this big new grand adventure. But we make to make some sort of change in our lives, but when we wake up, we find ourselves falling back to the old patterns, and it's because it's the most comfortable. Or you might do it for 2 days, you might do it for a week, you might do it for a month, but eventually we all fall back to our old patterns if we're not careful about it, if we're not intentional about it. So the brain values the long-term benefits when they are in the future, simply tomorrow. Future doesn't mean that it's got to be way out, just one day at a time. Right, B-Lady? Yes. So the brain, but sorry guys, but it values immediate gratification when it comes to your present you. Again, you want it now. Can't get it fast enough. I don't want to wait. I don't want to work for it. I just want it. I see my parents have this nice big house. They drive these nice real cars. They go on all these different vacations. I just want it now. I don't want to have to work for it. Not thinking about how hard your parents had to work to get to where they're at. Right, Harley? Number 3, perfectionism. Do you set high standards for yourself come day in and day out? Do you also expect a lot from yourself as well on these days? Oh, you're so sweet. Okay. Yeah, she stays organized because I keep her organized. I don't know. So, if you do that, you may feel proud to be a perfectionist, but behavioral scientists believe one of the reasons of procrastination is excessive perfectionism. So, if you are excessive about being a perfectionist, then that is what leads to a lot of procrastination. Hey, Patty Pauls, welcome in. Welcome in, my friend. There you are. All right, so true. Okay, so if you are a perfectionist, and no one's here to judge you at all, you might find it difficult to complete tasks or take action on those tasks until you know that you can do it perfectly. Like, if I think I can only do it 50%, nope, I ain't doing it. If I think I can do it 100%, here we go, let's do it. You know, because I know I'm not going to fail. I know I'm going to be safe and so forth. One of those type A personalities, my husband's a type A personality for sure, 100%. So, again, you might find those tasks or taking action on those tasks is not doable until you know that you can perfectly do it. Right? See, Picky Nicky, you've done proved my daggone point. We can end now and all go to bed. Hey, Picky, welcome in, buddy. All right, so let me find where I left off in my notes. If you believe that only good task is a perfectly done task, that alone will make it hard to start and finish anything. So remember, if you're one that thinks only good task is perfectly done task, then you will have a hard time starting or finishing those things. Hey, Darlene. Welcome in, my friend. Welcome in. Right? Cool Ranch. I actually send Cool Ranch my notes right before we start. So she's requested that. So if any of y'all ever want any of my notes, just let me know. I have no problem sharing my notes with you. They might be a little mix match or out of place or whatever, but you know, it's my rough draft as I talk to you guys. So just let me know if you're interested in those notes. So that was number 3, perfectionism. So with perfectionism, it is a trigger. An elevation of anxiety and fear of failure will set in. Having expectations from family, from parents, your boss, or just society. Daggone society alone is enough that it may be so high you cannot actually live up to the perfectionism. So procrastination, and I've been there. I dealt with that with my stepdad. The expectation was just overwhelming for me. Kathy's here. Welcome in, Kathy. The notes might fry your brain. Okay, just put it out there. So you have those expectations set, and then you have nothing but anxiety and stress and fear of failing and so forth, disappointing. So procrastination steps are turned into derail expectations, and those standards set by others will prevent you from really failing. Y'all understand that? It will prevent you from really failing. Hey, Boatman! Welcome in. So glad to see you. When my parents had high expectations for me, I got married and left town, worked for me. Right? You just end up sitting there going, it's time to do me. So, number 4 is a fixed mindset. Number 4, fixed mindset. Professor Carol Dweck, I might be totally butchering that one too. A professor at Stanford says that people either have a fixed mindset or they have a growth mindset. The fixed mindset, as you can imagine, is set to believe that their abilities are set in stone. There's nothing else. What they have is what they have. It is set in stone. They only focus on their current intelligence or talents, believing they cannot be developed. So when a task comes at hand that they feel that demands for an enhancement of their skills, the fixed mindset will trigger procrastination. So they think, I can't do this, so I won't even try. Won't even bother. They might be. All right. So that's exactly what fixed mindset is. Growth mindset is where you think you can go beyond your skill level. You want to grow. You want to learn. So we'll talk a little bit more about that here in just a little bit. Number 5, habit. Number 5 is habit. You may have grown up seeing this habit of procrastination from family, parents, friends, and as you saw them procrastinate every now and then, in return, it came into your life, good Lord, Pam, as a legacy, and it became your bad habit. So number 5 is habit. That's right, bee lady. How else can we do it but grow? I'm married to a Taurus, just wondering. I don't know. Robert was born October 8th, so I can't remember what his sign is. Makes me wonder, though. Number 6, mental health. This is not to poke fun at people that have mental health. I've got mental health, especially right now at this time. But this can be different for people who procrastinate that have an underlying mental health issue. So things like depression, anxiety, ADHD, but of course depression, anxiety is deeper. Those will cause you to delay in taking action initially. So mental health can diminish your self-confidence, your motivation, your concentration, and perseverance. That happened to me in March and maybe part of April for sure. So I didn't care about going live. I wasn't motivated. So y'all might think I was. My concentration is still catching up right now, but Darlene says I 100,000% procrastination all the time. If I need to do something, I do better when working with someone to keep me moving. Right? That accountability. Someone told me that was reselling of mental health. Well, we're all in the same boat then. Nice to know you. So all of those things, those can become a result of procrastination. So not to use it as an excuse or as a crutch or whatever, it really can affect you and it will make you put off things that you used to do without thinking. So number 7, lack of interest. Me. Lack of interest. Again, this one would be me, especially with my day-to-day job. But I've also learned, because I've been in my same line of business for 27 years, I think. I've also learned along the way that if I eat the biggest frog, and that's what they call it, the biggest frog, it won't get to me. It doesn't get to me. If I go ahead and just get that one big thing over with, if I accomplish that big task first thing in the morning, then all the others that will come along throughout my day will be like a piece of cake, right? So those will seem simple and easier to do. But so being bored with something can cause procrastination. If you're not doing what you love, you're going to be bored. And I do sometimes get bored with my job. I love my boss. I love the flexibility I have there. But just doing that day to day it's not what excites me. It's not what gets me up in the morning. So again, that's going to become we're on lack of interest. Sorry, guys. So being bored with something can cause procrastination. That's why it's so important to do what you really love. So, right. And that's my problem. At home, I want to do everything else that deals with reselling and unpacking inventory and sorting it and putting it where it needs to go and all that kind of stuff. I want to do that stuff more than clean my house or anything else. But, it all balances out somehow. So number 8, remember I told you there was 8, is lifestyle. I hate this word, or those 2 words. I hate it. Because I know it. I got my fingers pointing at me. People with unhealthy lifestyles will generally have low energy levels. If your physical energy levels are lacking, that will cause you to procrastinate. So if you have low energy, you just don't feel motivated. I have a small apartment and still can't get organized. Oh, yeah. It's like I get into those throwing out moves, and then I'm like, well, crap. I wish I wouldn't have thrown that one thing out. One thing out of 100 that I threw away, that one thing. So you won't feel like doing much at all. Rather, this is going to bed late, which is me. And you get insufficient sleep to recharge your batteries at night. That is so very important. But that can affect your eating when you're trying to lose weight as well, because you feel tired and sluggish. And lifestyles can play a major role in how inclined you are to take action. How inclined you are to take action. So where the mind is willing, but the flesh is like, no way, been there, lady. I ain't doing it today. Today is not the day, So, have I lost any of you yet? Are y'all still hanging in there with me? Like I said, we had a lot to cover tonight, and, a lot of you seem very interested in this topic, so that's why we're doing that. All right. Hey, Lindsay Ann, welcome in, my friend. Lindsay was one of my friends I had to talk to today, and Cool Ranch was another one. So, right, yes, when Robert's sister passes away, whenever that might be, there's so much crap in her house, like unreal stuff. Lifestyle, just the 2 of us have to take care of a 19, like I cannot imagine, 19-acre farm, or bees, gardens, plus have 4 barns. Wow! And a huge garage, cabin in the back. Our children left after college to move south. No snow. Yes, that would be me. I'm like, if the good Lord meant to have me up in the north, I would be there. But no, I'm in the south. Right, make sure I'm not missing anything. Kathy Sweet says, I only get things done around the house by teaching my grandchildren how to do things. Hey, whatever it takes to get you there, right? I didn't say you had to do it a certain way. Not child labor. Put money into savings for when they turn 18. There you go. Awesome. Yes, you are, darling. You definitely are a huge supporter. I love seeing you come and chat. Preach on, Scooter. All right, let's do it. So, how do we go about stopping procrastinating? I'm so glad you asked. Now, you are not procrastinating because you asked me how we stop it. There are 9 ways to accomplish this, and we're going to go through them quick and everything. Number one, the easiest step of all of these, just start. Procrastinators do not begin. Procrastination is just delaying things more. The key is just to start. Just do it. The old saying of well begin is half done. I've never heard of that until I saw that when I was researching. I was like, that's an awesome way of looking at that. Well begin is half done. You're halfway done if you just start. Oh, I can imagine having my grandkids away from me. Awesome, Darlene. I can't wait. Let us know when you get that done. So it's often the hardest first step in beginning. The biggest problems for procrastinators is simply they just won't begin. They keep putting it off. If you have a deadline to get something done and you put it off, that first week, anxiety will start creeping in because you're like, oh man, I just lost a week. You will think about it, but not enough to do something. But a couple of days before the deadline is there, you start jumping to get things done. And frustration and anxiety kicks in big time for you. The future consequences turn into present consequences. And then you're stressed because you complete it finally only a few hours before it was due. I've definitely done that. Definitely have done that. When I was in college, I was doing research papers at the very last minute. Oh no. Right? Me too, Darlene. I will not say I'm perfectionist at all, especially right now. You and I are going through similar things, and so I understand 100%. That's right. Yep, same thing. Let's see. So the problem is not doing the work, it's simply just starting the work. To stop procrastinating, you must make it as easy for the present you to get started and trust that motivation and momentum will join after you begin. Not that it's going to join you at the beginning, but somewhere after you begin. All right, number 2, bring the consequences of procrastination to present moment. So as discussed, one of the problems is time inconsistency. You must find a way to move the future consequences to become the present consequences. So remember, future you, present you. You got to somehow bring those future consequences that are here to the present you. So again, with having a deadline, if you start with from the very beginning, from the very get-go, understanding, gaining more what is expected of you and everything, the cost of procrastinating on making the deadline will become more immediate to your present you if you just go ahead and just start on it. Consequences. So when you want to just start it. Just start it. If it's a month from now, go ahead and do it. I say about the third week of like previous month, I've already got the next month planned. It's not carved in stone. I can change it anytime I want. But I cannot stand waiting till the last minute of knowing what I want to do or not. So. There you go. Oh, once you get through the first couple of live moments, you can do it, Darlene. I promise you. Number 3, put the big rocks in first. Don't know if any of y'all have heard this. I know Cool Ranch probably has. So Stephen Covey came up with this. Is the jar of your time full? You need to identify the most important priorities in your life, both professional and personal. If you start your day, the jar of time, without a concrete plan, you'll sooner or later will get busy filling it with sand, less priority stuff. Or water, no priority, but they're important. Before you know it, your jar is full and you have already spent another day working on things that have little value to you. If you put the big rocks, the important and top priority tasks, if you put those in first, practicing this will be able to ensure the important and top priority tasks will not fall in the area of procrastination. Oh, B lady, you know where that sand and water came from. So, big rocks, or as I call them, the big frog. If I go ahead and knock it out of the way, I'm good for the rest of the day. We want big rocks and not sand or water in our jars. Exactly. Big rocks, B. Big rocks. Number 4, time management technique. Adopt a few techniques that will help you win against the procrastination. For example, planning. And make a to-do list. Setting your ABC of priorities. 1, 2, 3s. However you want to do it, whatever you want to call it, I don't care. But if you go ahead and just plan that. Hey, strong minds, welcome in, buddy. Being realistic though. Make sure you're realistic about when you set those priorities. You know if you're going to do them or not do them. Learning to say no. That one's my hardest one. It is my hardest one. And so forth. So I definitely struggle with saying no. I've gotten a little better at it. Probably too good at it now, but you know. Number 5, visualization. I don't know why that was so hard for me to say. This seems simple, but some recent research suggests that visualizing yourself in the future could be an innovative way to beat procrastination. So why am I having a hard time with that word? Visualization is the opposite approach. If you try to live in the future and use the rewards and consequences as a stimuli for motivation to kickstart at your present you. So if you go ahead and visualize the future with your present you, that will help you. Going back to the deadline of something, getting something done well before the deadline. You can imagine yourself giving an awesome presentation or getting something done well in advance before the deadline was due because you're prepared early on in advance. You already planned it out and had enough time to fine-tune what you needed. Let's see. Glad to hear this tonight. I need to get my stuff in a row. How would you say visualization in the future? Probably the same exact daggone way. Words are not my strong suit. I don't know if it has anything to do with my cleft palate when I was born, but I guess I shouldn't say words. Speech. Speech is not my strong suit. I will admit it. So I am comfortable with myself. I like myself, and doggone, I'm good, right? So if you can imagine that you did all this stuff, you are going to be more inclined to do that rather than setting yourself up to fumble through to the deadline. Right? Yes. Thing is, I can't picture the future. I can only take things day to day. And sometimes we have to do that, Darlene. I totally agree with that. There, from early March to now, that's exactly what I've been doing. It's just like day to day, except for my reselling. But, yes, like everything I do, things that come up, like my husband's uncle just passed away. I can't go to the funeral because that just sets me back. His sister's real sick, was in the hospital. I thought I could handle it, but no, I lost it. So I have to really think day to day of what's going to impact me or not impact me at certain locations and stuff. So let's see. Try to project yourself mentally into the future. Imagine the awesome feelings you will have if you stop procrastinating and just finish the project. Thank you, Renee. Oh my God, I'm like lost my mind. Thank you, Darlene. Thank you, V lady. See it, visualize it. See, I had no problem with it then. Imagine. Yes. So visualization is that word that trips me up. So number 6, break down the tough project or jobs. Break them down. So this is perfect for day-to-day as well. The huge projects, the ones that feel so big, like you cannot do it, which is how my husband feels right now with having to figure out what we got to do for his sister, because she's not incapacitated just yet, but she can't take care of herself. So we're having to worry about her bills and everything. Everything has a different password, different login. It's a mess. So right now that feels very overwhelming to him. But they will also want to cause you to keep putting it off. So you got to break it down into bite-sized pieces day to day. Don't try to jump all of it on it the first day, because you're just going to give up anyways. It's going to be too daunting for you. So breaking those bigger projects or jobs into manageable chunks may help you stop procrastinating. Tackling things one at a time is the quickest way to make sure they actually get done. So one at a time, that's all you can do. Number 7, develop growth mindset. Here we go, B. Here we go. Does anyone use vision boards? And if so, do you think they help you? I think early on, like especially when I was doing Poshmark and everything, I was, had vision boards of what I wanted to achieve and so forth, but then I kind of fell off of it, Oh, thank you, Robin. I appreciate you. So develop a growth mindset is number 7. You can overcome procrastination if you shift, my favorite word, pivot, your thinking to consider the situation as an opportunity for growth, development, or to deepen your talents, as I was saying earlier. How to eat an elephant one bite at a time. You got it, Cool Ranch. So shifting from a fixed mindset and cultivating the habit of growth mindset will not only stop the procrastination, but also open a new path to success in life. So having a growth mindset creates a desire to learn and an ability to overcome problems in order to be successful. Thank you, guys. Number 8. We only got 2 more. Number 8. Healthy lifestyle to stop procrastination. Remember, we talked about this earlier, how it can have you procrastinate even more. So a healthy lifestyle, bring change and work on developing a healthy lifestyle. Experiment with sleep, experiment with exercise, experiment with diet to find a balance that will work for you. If you cannot get positive results in gaining more energy, make sure, which is my problem I have now, make an appointment with your doctor. There can always be an underlying cause that is not anything that you're doing necessarily. It's just something underlying that's causing you to not have any energy. Number 9 is the biggest of all of them. I totally agree with this, especially now how the world is today. Avoid instant gratification to stop procrastinating. Instant gratification is a curse for all of us, all the human beings, especially now because you got the internet, immediate access to information. We got dating apps. We got, other ways of getting information and so forth so much quicker than what we could back probably before 1990. No. Probably right before 1998 is what I'm going to say, because all the free discs that you go like to Kmart and get to, be able to upload AOL and all that kind of stuff for free is when I first started dating my husband. So, but we want to experience, let me back up. We as human beings are choosing the easiest way out. We are choosing to take the easy way out. Hey, Julie McIntyre, welcome in, my friend. Welcome. Aw, thank you, Strong Minds. Strong Minds will be on with me next month, guys, so make sure you are subscribed to me so you are notified when we do that. So we want to experience, as human beings, or experience a brief moment of joy instead of suffering the pressure of the inevitable responsibility. Me. The more you are addicted to gratification, it is easier to indulge yourself. Avoid those temptations that are right in front of you. Hold out for something substantially better down the line. Practice emotional management and surround yourself with people, as we were just saying earlier, with people that will encourage you and will help push you. That is what will help with instant gratification. All right, guys. The battle of procrastination is a battle in your own mind. It's all right here. What you will hear in your mind is that you are weak, that you are lazy, that you can't do it. Oh, you really need to do this instead of that. But they are sneaking around in your mind. So they're not attacking you, but they're there. And they will come upon you before you know it. But you really want to change. If you are serious about it, then it doesn't matter when you start. It can be early in the morning, or it can be late at night when you start working towards what you want to become. Just take action. Procrastination dies when you just do what you need to do or go. Move yourself and be intentional and deliberate at what you want to become. You gotta push you. Nothing controls you. You can control your feelings, your mood. No one can control that. You saw something. I love this when I saw this. You saw something that threw you off. Or you heard something that threw you off. Well, then you want to see something that will throw you back. So just because it throws you off does not mean you can make yourself a comeback. You don't have to know how to do it. You just got to know that you're going to do it. You don't have to know how to do it. You just got to know that you're going to do it. Push yourself every day that after you wake up, you do one small thing to take action forward. One small thing. Do that for a week. That's it. Stop thinking about it and just do it. Which I have a hard time with. Point at me. Like a huge chocolate cake at the grocery store? Exactly. If that is your motive, do it, girl. So there is always going to be a reason to wait. There is always going to be something that is inconvenient for you to work through. There's always going to be a busy schedule. It's always going to be that way. Life is not going to change. It's going to keep going that way. You just have to work through it. There's always going to be a reason for you to do what it takes now if you want it bad enough. Let that sink in for a little bit. The process of success is always inconvenient in the beginning, right? Like if you are, hey, mom knows treasure. Yeah, so we might not want to do that, bee lady. So again, you want to know what planner system I use? I have a calendar over here that's all of this month, but I do not mind showing you. So I had all of July planned, and it's just written in. I'm a writer. I got to write it down so I can see it. I got to visualize it. And then August, it's already done, already completed. I really try to just concentrate Monday through Thursday. That way I have my weekend to do whatever I need to do to get shipping done or anything. Yes, I do, Darlene. Definitely do. But that's it. That's all I use, for my reselling part. At work, I use a lot of task lists and stuff like that. So again, that process of success is always inconvenient at the beginning, but they don't stay that way. If you stick with it, give it time, if you work through the inconveniences, they will become a habit. They are done with passive effort. Your boss, your family, whoever that may be. Passive thought. It's just something that is automatic when that becomes a habit. It will become automatic. So if you can create automatic actions that are positive in your life, you're going to create automatic winnings. That is the end of this. If you can create automatic action when you're not even thinking about it, that are positive in your life, you're going to create automatic winnings. There's no other thing. You're going to win, right? All right, guys, we're going to open up for Q&A or any type of discussion. If you have questions about reselling, we can talk about anything. If you got questions about Poshmark, if you got questions about YouTube, anything that we talked tonight, anything. Look at that planner. No special type of planner, correct? Exactly. Darlene says she's a visual person too. Julie McIntyre says, I am very visible too. I always have to have a list going. And mainly that's because I'm getting older and I'm afraid I'm going to forget stuff, you know? Well, yes, Romans. Awesome, great tips to get unstuck. Yes. Where were we talking about that? Was that one of my topics one night? No, it's with my therapist. We talked about my stuck points. Trying to get past those stuck points. All right. Mom Knows Treasure in KT says, I sometimes feel like we procrastinating is our subconscious way of avoiding failure. Exactly. That's why you procrastinate. You're like, that's going to take too much effort. I don't think I got it. Nope, I'm just going to avoid it, you know. Darlene says, this was a great subject. Can you please send me a copy of your notes if that's okay? You bet, Darlene. I have no problems doing that. Like I said, I send them to Cool Ranch all the time, so she has them. As you see, I go over a lot of stuff. So this, you can go back and, you know, make your own notes. I'm one of those, like, I like to take a quote and post it, like, on my work board here or my mirror in my bathroom. That's what I like to do. So you could definitely take stuff from this or from any of my other Monday motivation. If there's one that you've watched in the past that you wish you had the notes, let me know. I'll send those to you. All of mine are saved. So let's see. Are you sure, B Lady? Like, I don't want to overwhelm you. All right. B Lady says, I went to time management course and he said that as we get older, it is not that we begin to forget, but that we have so much more to remember. I like that. I don't feel so bad now. So let me make a note real quick of who all is wanting the note so I don't forget. We got Darlene and B Lady. And like I said, if you go back and watch any of my other Monday motivations and you would like notes on that, just let me know. Like I said, I have them. So anything else, guys? Like, again, I said I was visual. I have my goal word of the year, and it is intentional. I have the definition of champion, because that's one of my favorite songs, but two, it's good to read all of how, what do you call them? Where you take the words and take one word and you make different words out of each letter. I can't think of what that's called. It just left my brain. I'm already overwhelmed. All I can do now is dig myself out. I'm almost there. That's right. That is right. But then I also have my monthly members list. So those of you that are on my monthly list, you're right there on the board. And then I have auction totals and my total sales broken out for the year. And then I have last year's below that listed. So I'm always trying to beat what I did the year before, the month before, whatever. I got to keep it in front of me so I know what I'm aiming for. Right, B Lady? Yes. If you go back to, I can't remember the name of it, that talks about the word champion in it, and it'll tell you how I broke that down. Julie McIntyre, I would like notes. Sometimes I find myself just looking out the window and half hour goes by. Right? I understand that. I have good intentions of paying attention, but something will just trigger my brain and I'm already, daydreaming about it or thinking about it or whatever that may be. All right, guys. Anything else? Y'all know I like to keep these about 45 minutes to an hour. Sometimes we go over when the chat's is really good, and I don't ever mind that at all. So I want y'all to be able to enjoy the rest of your Monday as well. Anything else before I do my last part? Yeah, last year, I'm trying to think what my goal word was last year. It didn't stick with me, did it? Oh, I cannot even think of it because I've got intentional stuck in my brain. So I got to be intentional on everything. So, all right, guys. That too. Oh, do you want me to go ahead and grab it? I can show it to you, B-Lady. Let me go grab it real quick. Hold on just a second, guys. Y'all just talk amongst yourself. All right, here it comes. Woo, excuse me. Shut up, Robert. So, B-Lady, I just got these. Started unpacking my inventory from a big auction I won. And got. But look at these. You might have these. I don't know why I'm going way up there. Salt. These are salt and pepper shakers. So you got the little bees with the beehives and everything. How cute is that? And they both have their cork, and these are Inesco. So that's an awesome brand, Inesco. And then here's the pepper. Why do I keep doing that? So there's the pepper. So salt and pepper. Aren't they cute? It made me think of you. Get out. All right, just reach out to me, B-Lady, if you're interested in any of those. Right, your dishes need to go. Yes. Yes, vegging out can definitely help. Yes. All right. Well, send me an email if you're interested in that, or send me a DM, friend me on Facebook, however you want to do that. These, I would probably sell these for $7 because they are Inesco. They do look vintage. See if I can get my camera to focus real quick. There you go, Inesco. Then you got the sticker right there as well. Awesome shape, no chips or anything. They're in great condition. So let me know if you're interested. Let's see. Very cute. Good night, everyone. And remember, stop procrastinating. That's right. So thank you guys for being here with me tonight. This week, I have Tania, the Hemlock Lady, on with me tomorrow night. Yes, B-Lady, $7 for both. I have her on with me tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Central. Wednesday, I will be over on Aaron Proctor's channel. Those of you that know who he is, make sure you sub to him. I'm going to be with him Wednesday night. I believe it is 7 Central for me, 8 p.m. Eastern. So I'll be over there. We're going to be doing some jewelry and everything. Thursday night will be jewelry with my friend Cool Ranch. So we'll be doing that. But the most important date that you need to remember right now is this Saturday on my channel, Cool Ranch and I. You got it, B-Lady. Thank you. This Saturday, we are doing a Christmas in July. So you make sure you come to that at 4 p.m. Central. Again, it's on my channel. We'll have a little bit of everything to handle your Christmas needs for the upcoming season and everything. So make sure you attend those events. I got more events coming up, as you will later find out about. So y'all have a great Monday. I hope you enjoyed this topic tonight. I know it was a lot. I will get the notes to those of you that asked for the notes. So stay tuned. And again, guys, make sure you are subscribed, ring that bell, thumbs up, and leave me a comment down below. Let me know what else you would like to hear about. So, guys, remember that the dream is for free, but the hustle is sold separately. Good night, guys. Y'all have a good one.
Okay, let's do this thing.